Hey there everyone, welcome back to GameVine, and my name is Dave, and welcome back to another Smash Up video where I have exciting news. Marvel and Smash Up are here. So I went out and bought this myself. This is the newest expansion as of the taping of this video. Now, they got the license for Marvel, and Marvel has been permeating and whittling its way into pretty much everything, which is not a bad thing. Since WandaVision, I've been rewatching a lot of the Marvel videos and some of the ones I haven't seen, and it's great. I love watching the cinematic universe, and I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I've been reading the comics since I've been really young, and I love Smash Up, so this pretty much is going to be a hit with me. The only thing that would probably make it bad is if they really missed the mark on the theme. Now, they've done superheroes, just generic, and this is the third big box core set. There has been another IP that they smashed up, and that was Munchkin, which I was super surprised with how much I liked that one. But the main thing I'm excited about this is, well, it opens up the door for possibly more. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me go ahead and go down to the table. I'm going to show you what comes in the box, not how to play. There's a video that I have that shows you that. But then I'll show you the factions and give you my thoughts. Let's go. Okay, so this is what comes in the core set of Smash Up Marvel. And I will say, from the get-go, the card stock seems a bit thicker than previous sets or any Smash Up set so far. So that's interesting. I do think they'll smash up well, and you won't be able to tell the difference with the other sets. That's just something that I thought I would point out, as well as the dividers they feel like cardstock, and instead of having like a Titan or anything on the back here, they have the complexity level of how hard a faction would be to play. So this is just a great introduction to Smash Up, especially if you're a Marvel fan, and I'm going to say that multiple times in this video. The VP markers, victory point markers, are disappointing. I will say that. I thought they would do a little bit more, but it's okay. Now we have 8 different factions. We have 4 bad factions, don't bite me, and 4 good factions. We have S.H.I.E.L.D., Avengers, Spider-Verse, and the Ultimates. Some bases that we'll go over first, of course. And then we have Hydra, the Masters of Evil, and the Sinister Six, and which one? This one's the Kree, right? Yeah, the Kree. And all of them, again, are 20 cards, and they're ready to go once you smash up 2 of them. So you can smash up 2 of the evil ones, or one of the evil factions with a good faction. Now, because this is a huge set, I'm not going to be going over every detail on the cards. I'll give you a feel for what the faction is about and their purpose and their strong points and a few of those cards. But I want to try to keep this video short. But let's start with the bases here, and I'll go over a few of those, and then we'll go with the factions that I like the least all the way to my favorite faction. Let's go. Okay, so I did fail to point out the insert, which is awesome, because if you are a newcomer to Smash Up and you want to get more factions, you have plenty of space, though I have the big geeky box, and I have space to spare. Now, I'm just going to go over a few bases by going over the details, and a few by the names. So the New York landmark of this base break is reduced by 1 for each base modifier, and we have the Hydra lab. After 1 or more of your characters here is destroyed, draw a card. What else do we have here? SO Space, the Avengers Tower is pretty cool. Characters here 5 power are not affected by other players' actions. Stark Labs, the Daily Bugle, Manhattan. After this base scores, each of your players with a character here may place a card with a special ability from their discard pile on top of their deck. The Hella character. Ooh, yeah, I wonder what faction that is. Speaking of which, Shield base. On your turn, you may play a character power 2 or less. And the downtown here, after you play a base modifier here, draw a card. Castle Zemo. Before the base scores, each player may move 1 of their characters here for to another base to gain a VP. I love gaining VP outside of base breaks. So that is the last base we're going to look over. Now let me go over my factions of the ones I like the least all the way to the favorite. The first one here is the Kree. So they're my least favorite, but they're still pretty cool. They like to use their cards and use every ounce of them. They don't want to waste anything, so making sure that when you play, you're playing efficiently, and that's their MO. So Supreme Intelligence, you got 5 of this character. After you play in action, one of your other characters get +1 power until the end of the turn. Draw 2 cards, just with 4 power. You may play an extra action. Kree Sentry, this character has +2 power, and this is a pretty straightforward deck, and I like the ones that aren't very wordy and get to the point immediately. Character modifier, play an extra action, and the Kree are all about getting to the point. So this is a good starter one, in my opinion. Place 2 actions from your discard pile on the top of your deck. Call for backup, draw 2 cards. Prepare to engage, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Place 2 of the revealed actions into your hand. Righteous Fury, it begins, and speed up, play 2 extra actions, Battle Rage. So Kree are cool. Again, not my favorite of everybody, but let's go move on to the next one. The Ultimates are next, and they say they are low medium complexity, and I would agree. They're all about getting from base to base and moving around and taking advantage of that movement. There have been many factions like these, and you can mash these up with other factions that move like sheep or tornadoes. Really good stuff. But Captain Marvel, move your character to another base. All of your other characters currently gain +1 power token. Move this character to another base. Gain a + power to the end of the turn once you move stuff from the base. Same thing with him. After a character moves to another base, +1 power. Move a character to another base. That just on repeat. Move a number of your characters to another base. I mean, again, it sounds like a broken record here, but it's all about when you're moving stuff to another base, getting power off of that. Play an extra character on a base where you have no characters. So the Ultimates, they're fair. They slightly beat the Kree for me because I think they're a slightly bit more powerful. But now after this, these last 6 factions, I could not live without. Let's go ahead and show you the first one. Hydra is next, and they said their complexity is a medium high, and I would agree. If you're a new player, you might want to play a game or 2 before you play these, but if you know Smash Up, they're not too bad. They're all about taking these small Hydra agents and putting them out there and then destroying them to get more powerful minions out. So put the dinosaurs with these guys, it'll help you out. Destroy one of your characters to give this character +2 power. This character has +1 power of each of your characters. And you got Baron Strucker. Destroy one of your characters. After its damage, move up 2 of your characters from another base to here. Red Skull, the big man himself. After one of your characters is destroyed, draw a card. Destroy one of your characters to draw a card. So they know they're sacrificing to get more benefits. Hail Hydra, destroy one of your characters to draw equal amount of its power. And then we have reactivate agents. Place up to 2 characters, 2 power or less from the discard pile into your hand. Search your deck for the characters power 2 or less, reveal them, draw them, and shuffle them, and then shuffle any number of characters of power 2 or less to the discard pile into your hand. So you have a lot of these agents to go with, and after this character is destroyed, play up to 2 extra characters of power 2 or less here. So you want to swamp them with these, and they're fun, and I do think they are a quality faction. Not my favorite, but they're kind of like the next faction that I'm going to show you in this order. Let's go. Shield, and their complexity is low, and that's because they're not destroying anything to really get benefits. More of they're swamping with lower level minions like 2s and 3s. Nick Fury here, you may play an extra character here. Maria Hill, after you play another character here, this character gets +1 in a turn. You got Coulson, you may play a character of power 2 or less as an extra character. So again, shield agents are abundant, and they're going to get played a lot. If another of your characters here get a +1 power. Troop drop, play a character 3 or less, has an extra one. Choose a base, draw a card for each of the characters there. So you can, if you got robots and shield, you're going to have a whole bunch of cards that you can draw. Play an extra character. So it's all about getting these lower characters out. They don't have too many big ones, but they do have other things like destroy a base modifier to, they have gadgets because they're shields. So a decent faction. Have a lot of repeats. We're almost to the top faction, but we're at the bread and butter, the last 4. Let me go over to the next one that I like. These were the hardest ones to pick which one I liked the most. But Sinister Six comes next, and they're all about making the bases easier to break. So break those bases. And 6 of the members of the Sinister Six are present. This base breakpoint is reduced by 2 by Electro. Sandman, I love Spider-Man, by the way. I just love him. This character has 2 power. If the breakpoint here is 19, you got Vulture. You may place a base modifier from the discard pile onto the top of the deck. Well, there he is, big man himself. Reduce the base by 3. Mysterio, play a base modifier as an extra action. Doc Ock, at the start of your turn, you may reduce the breakpoint by 4. And let's see, reduce the breakpoint by 4 until the end of the turn. And again, that's their MO here. If the breakpoint is 19 or less, give one of your characters here +3 power, very strong. A base modifier. This base abilities are canceled. And again, I think a good faction for these would be a faction that puts minions out there, because they're going to lower the bases. You want to make sure that you have the highest number. A great faction, great art, and just solid theme. So that was hard to put them at number 4, but let's go over to the next one. The Avengers, they are a low complexity, very straightforward. Everything's on the cards that you need to know, and the Avengers are in here very strong. And they also have their items to boost them even stronger. So they're just powerful faction, and that is their MO. Starting with powerful Hulk, the character gets +2 power until the end of the turn. You got Iron Man move this character and up to 1 other character to another base, so he's moving around. Destroy a character here, power 5. Give up other characters currently here +1 power until the end of the turn. Thor, we have Hawkeye, draw 3 cards, discard 2, strategize. Jarvis, draw a card, discard a card, tactical advantage. Here's some of the equipment here. Move other characters with the boots. Widow's Bite, Hawk Smash. This is a very wordy one. Destroy any number of base modifiers. If the Hawk is there, you may destroy a base and all of its modifiers. Very thematic, a bit wordy, but again, everything you need to know about this deck and how it works, it's on the card. So you have the shield, you have Mjolnir, Hawk's Eyes Arrow, Avengers Assemble, shuffle up to 2 characters from the discard pile back in your deck. So if they get discarded, get them back in the game. Destroy a character of power 3 or less. Very fantastic, awesome Avengers faction. And again, it really hurts my heart to put them at 3, but the next 2 are just amazing. Okay, let's go. So Spider-Verse, Spider-Man, and the Spider Peoples are in this deck, and they're all about having very strong cards, but sometimes some consequences, because great power, great responsibility. Some things are going to be harder even though you're able to jump clear over a building. So Spider-Man here, ongoing, play a card that has a special ability. This character has +1 power to the end of the turn. Nothing special, but he's strong 5. You have a Ghost Spider. Look at the top, or Gwen Spider. Look at the top 3 cards of the deck, draw 1 and return the rest to the top of the deck. Miles, before the base scores, if you have a character there, you may play this character there and give it -1 power. So, Spider-Man 29.9, that's such a badass suit. Ooh, that's awesome. This character cannot be destroyed by other players' cards. Spider-Verse Bond, characters modifiers. This character has +1 for each character there. Spider Sense, draw 2 cards you may play after the base has been broke. Your friendly neighborhood neighborhood hero should be Spider-Man. After a base scores, place one of your characters there on top of its owner's deck. View it from up here. comes with great responsibility. It's great powers in here. Yeah, with great power comes great responsibility. +3 power to the end of the turn. You may play this before base scores. Give your characters +2 until the end of the turn. Instead, get +3. Play an extra character. You may play this before the base scores. Play an extra character. It gains negative power, so it can go there, but it's not going to be as strong. Webbed up. This character has negative power, 2 power, and its abilities are cancelled. And Spider Reflexes. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, draw 1, and return the rest to the top. So they're all about drawing. Very good of having cards in hand, and a lot of powerful cards with very minor hindrances. A very good all-around kind of Mario. And when I say Mario, I mean well-rounded deck. So we're going to go to the first one that I like the most in this core set, and it surprised me that I liked it so much, but it's because you get victory points when you play them outside of the bases, and that is for the Masters of Evil. Now, I don't necessarily follow Baron Zemo and the Masters of Evil too much, and they're not really my favorite thing about the comics, Marvel comics, but man, this faction is awesome. I like the aliens. If you put the aliens with these guys, are just unstoppable at getting VP points. I don't like to be stopped by just getting points on bases. When you give me points on cards, I just smile big. So Baron Zemo, after this base scores, gain 1 VP point. Place this character on the bottom of its owner's deck. Draw a card for every 4 VP you have. This card has +1 power for every 4 VP you have. Destroy this character and other absorbing man to gain 1 VP. You have a whole bunch of these, and you just get rid of them for that. Like if you have 13 or 14 points, you get the last one, well, boom, just do it. I love it. Destroy one of your characters of 4 or more to gain 1 VP. And it's just, it goes on like that. Again, this MO is all about getting VP. Sometimes at the cost of your minions. Your characters here cannot be destroyed by other cards. This one here, this character has +2 power. And some more VP stuff. Move one of your characters to another base after it moves. If you have 4 or more characters at the base, gain 1 VP. And when this base scores, if you have 1 or more power here, gain 1 VP. Destroy a character for 3 or less. They have other things, but mostly it's all about getting those VP points, baby. And that's why they went out, and they are my favorite faction. Again, I think they're great with the aliens. So now that we've seen everything here, let me give you my final thoughts. So that is Smash Up Marvel, and this is a double thumbs up. Now, of course, the GameVine must play or must have award, and this is perfect for an inviting game, so it invites newcomers into the hobby and or invites somebody who hasn't played Smash Up but does like board games into Smash Up, because this is a phenomenal game. It's got the complexity if you really want to min-max and work on your synergies on what 2 factions that you want to like have, and then go into tournaments and play your hardest. Or you can just pick 2 factions if you're new to it and just have fun with things like the theme. It's great for newcomers, it's great for repeat players, and this one particularly I think is the most inviting because of the way that each one of the decks plays, and the divider cards let you know the complexity in which the factions that you pick are going to be. So if you want a little bit easier of a experience, well, pick the Avengers and another one. But you can also go for the complex deck and even smash this up with some of the other sets. And yes, it does it seamlessly, though again the card stock is a bit thick, but I sleeve all my cards, so it's pretty easy to keep that under wraps. This was so fun to add to, like it was Zombie Marvel, the comic book. That was such a great run of comics. I like that, and I was able to put zombies and the Avengers together and kind of relive that experience. And this is exactly what the Smash Up license needed. A big boost and a huge license. And it's not because I don't think that they can come up with new factions. There are a few factions that I think should be in the game, like Medieval Knights or something like that. I think there are some that you can find and still make this interesting. But this is a huge boom for the Smash Up title, because this is a accessible IP. A lot of people love Marvel, and you can bust this out to any Marvel fan and have such a great time. Easy to teach, easy to play, and just easy to replay as well. And like I said at the beginning of the video, it opens up the door for more Marvel, and I hope other big IPs come to the Smash Up world, because I always want more. And if Paul and his team continues to make just little variations of the mechanisms to keep me interested, well, keep them coming, because I'll keep putting them in my big geeky box, though I am starting to get to capacity on that thing, which it's always good to keep your bigger boxes here because they have dividers for factions just in case you need them. But that's what I think of the Marvel Smash Up core set. Great for a first purchase. If you're new to Smash Up, you can absolutely start with this one and have just a blast. And thank you so much everyone for watching my video here. Smash Up week has been just a phenomenal, fantastically fun week. Until the next time that I see you, have a great rest of your day and a great time with all you play. Please click like and subscribe. My name is Dave. Until next time, you're here on the Game Vine. I'm out. Bye. Vine Nation, we love making content here for you on the channel, and we're almost at 15,000 subscribers, so subscribe now and help us out. This video right here, I think you'll like. This video right here, YouTube thinks you'll like. Or you can just sit here and watch me dance the dinosaur for a little bit longer. You can visit us at our social media outlets, and we're going to be improving our Patreon here soon. That's all for today. Miko, it's time to go. Good girl, Miko.